Okay, what's up, everybody? We got some inspiring music on. Let's get started. I've got some special things to show you today. Of course, we're going to jump into Nansen like we usually do, but I've also got some, I guess, a little bit more in-depth look at, what is it, I think we got 3 meme coins that showed up in our Discord's alert channels. And so I will show you what I found on that. But I'll save that to the end because what I want to do, I had a request in our Discord to show more high cap tokens, or at least mid cap. And some of these are off of our research spreadsheets. But yeah, I'll show you those here in just a second. Here are some of the things I've been posting about lately. Some things about Cholo Pepe, the token that me and a couple other people started. And then MUMU. So MUMU showed up yesterday for me, and I was just posting here that a smart money wallet had purchased. It's one of the ones that's curated that I follow, and it's basically the opposite of Bobo, right? So it's the meme version of the bullish market, where Bobo is the meme version of the bearish market. And currently it's down here at support, I believe. I haven't checked the chart today. And then here's that smart money wallet that entered. So if you want to get in that one, check it out. And then for the Cholo TA, right here, I've actually got the current one. So it's putting in a really nice, a lot of people would say, well, I don't, to me, this looks bad. It's not a good chart, but actually it's a very good chart because we're noticing that, sorry, I don't know why this other music kicked on. We're noticing that there is a whale here at the bottom that is buying. If you go down to like a 15-minute chart, you can see it better. So here's some big volume candles. Here's another one, green volume candles where it's obvious that someone's purchasing. So whether this is a bot that's manipulating price or whether it's some kind of algorithm, what we know is that whenever a price is down for Bitcoin, a lot of alts do suffer. And we are definitely expecting this to take off at some point because we have a strong base of holders and we know who a lot of the holders are, that they are big into the story and the narrative that we have behind this token. And they know who we are too, our reputation's on the line. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can. And we are doing a lot of things right now. We've got a couple YouTube videos coming out by 2 people. One is in China, one is in the UK. We're trying to spread it out as far as we can. We've got a billboard coming up July 8th in East LA. And I'm talking about a physical billboard on site. And then we've got some partnerships we're talking about with some other people. Airdrops, burns are going to be coming. So it's going to get pretty exciting. We're just trying to launch it all at the right time. Because right now the market's down. It's not going to help anybody to get all that marketing when price is just going sideways. But we definitely feel like it's going to take off pretty soon here, maybe in as early July or as soon. Bitcoin continues to reject at this value area low. If it can get back above there, I think things could get bullish. So that's kind of what I'm expecting early July. That's what I'm hoping for. And I did want to mention, I've been talking to the creator of Moni Discoverer here, and I still need I'll probably put a whole video together for it at some point. But basically what it is a way for you to jump into tokens early because you're following certain accounts on Twitter, and you really trust that person. And so maybe they jump in or they follow a token that hasn't launched yet, or maybe they're doing an airdrop, or maybe this token just launched. And so you see your favorite influencer or your favorite, maybe it's just the Twitter account of the actual project that you want to invest in that you like as well. So all of these smart followers and smart money buyers, they all kind of interact in a certain way on this site, and it helps you to make a decision what token you want to get into. So I'll do a longer video on it later, but just understand that this is one you may want to look into. Go to discover.getmoney.io, and I'll add some more information on it soon once I get around to making a video for it. But I am adding it to our Discord as well, and if you're interested in our Discord, check the description below. I'm adding some features in our Discord that members will be able to take advantage of by using Moni. And that's what we do a lot. We use our membership money, not always for ourselves. You know, a lot of times we're using it to buy additional alpha, like with Nansen. That was the first thing we added. I was watching MUBI the other day and noticing that there were some buys coming in here. I mean, this is pretty much flat still, but you know, there are some big buyers in it. It's not as popular as it once was, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen to it here. Maybe it just kind of pumps up to the bullish line and goes sideways for a while. But for now, this could be bottom. Just want to let anybody know that might be in this one, or if they're interested in this one. It's kind of a staking platform type thing where you get rewards. Yeah, I mean, it's down 90%. If your token's down 70, 90% and you feel, you know, intuitively good about it, or you feel good about the fundamentals of it, then 70, 90% is usually where you want to be buying on a discount, you know, to buy it for value. Let's see, this is OBOT. This is actually one of the lesser known spreadsheet plays that we have. And it was a request that I look at it by one of our Discord members. And yeah, I mean, it's holding support really well. Looks good there. Needs to get above the bullish line. Could come back down to support one more time. But this one's been sideways for so long. Yeah, since 2021 roughly, although it had some spikes since then. If this one ever takes off out of the bullish area, it could really get a nice pump out of it. And we're talking about like, what is that? Yeah, 12x pump minimum, I would say, once it does break out. And as far as the smart money, there's not a whole lot of action in it, obviously, because it's, you know, it's been going sideways for a bit. Really low market cap. But in our spreadsheet that we share with our members, it shows, you know, who the partnerships are, if there's any VCs that are investing in it. It'll also show if the team is docked. So we've done all that research for our Discord members. This is HyperGPT, currently a sell signal on it. It is under 50 RSI, so that makes sense. It's under the bullish line. I probably wouldn't touch it unless it got back above the bullish line. Although if it was to dip to support, might be a good time to buy it. Let me see what it looks like on a higher time frame. I mean, it could even dip down to here, you know, down to 008. But this would be a 50% retracement here. Let me just see one thing. Actually, yeah, I mean, it could dip to like 1 cent or something even. So that there might be another support line down here. Just be aware of that. It's not one to buy right now, in my opinion. There is some interest in it. You know, you got new wallets being added here. There was a big jump of interest right here where it went from a single smart money wallet up to 16. And then we've got a couple of different, yeah, I mean, they're not putting a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of conviction in this one currently, but I think at some point it will get going. What do we have? APTOS. This is another request in our Discord by one of the members. Currently bearish, though. You know, this line may need to come down a little bit here. Yeah, something like that. I mean, there is an order block here that it could dip down to still. How much is it down? This one's been mostly sideways too. Yeah, it's getting close to 70% down. I mean, if this is one that you like, you know, anywhere in here might be a buy area. But if you lost support down here, you probably want to get out because it could be coming down to here. So just be careful with this one, I would say. And I'm not going to look at smart money on every single one of these. I just wanted to highlight a few of them. Maybe the video next week we can get back into looking to you know, current plays that are actually showing up in real time. Though, you know, these meme coins I'm going to tell you about here in a minute, I did find this morning, so I guess in a way they are real time. This is SUI, and it's under 50 RSI. It has a bear signal here. And by the way, this is called Engineering Robo AI. If anybody is interested in this, I know the person that made it, and just, you know, put a comment below, and I can reach out to you and give you more information on it. I could also do a full video on how, you know, how it's used and everything, but it is available for purchase if anybody is interested in it. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just going to come down to support here, most likely on SUI, and then it'll be ready to go again, but mostly sideways for this one, except for when it first pumped. So we had an initial dip. I mean, it's building good market structure, isn't it? So a bull flag, basically, or falling wedge, whatever you want to call it, and then a pump just above where it resisted at before, and it tried to build market structure, but it fell through, so now it's going to build it on top of this support. Yeah, so that's about it with that one. I think it will find some bullishness once Bitcoin gets going again, and the numbers you can see here, 2 or 3x here, and then a 10x up to here. A lot of these I think will do it at least a 10x, just so you know. KAS has been on a tear pretty much since its inception. It had a bull flag and then it took off, and I would really suspect that it is going to reject here in somewhat soon. And I'm not trying to, dissuade or upset any KAS holders. I know there's a big group out there, but I would just say, be careful holding forever. You need to take some profits and pay yourself at some point. As long as the team is doing a good job of marketing, it's not going to matter if it has a cool off for a little while. It's still going to pop back up, and we know that every single token has to have a cool off. Bitcoin does it, ETH does it, every single one of them. A lot of coins are doing a cool off right now. So, just remember to take profits. That's the main thing. Maybe this thing doesn't correct. Maybe it keeps going, and I think it will keep going. But all I'm saying is there could be a cool off period. Maybe it just goes sideways for a bit, and then it's ready to go again. And whatever I say isn't going to affect price anyway. It's just kind of letting you know what I would be doing. So any close below the bullish line on a daily chart, I would consider at least taking a little bit of profit out. You don't want to round trip this stuff, just in case. This is RAIN. Not many people know about this token. I found it back in like February, March, and posted it to the Discord. We made a nice, whatever this was. I don't remember what we made on that actually. Oh, we made more than what I thought. I think we did like an 18x on this one, and I still hold a little bit. I took some profits up here, but I hold a little bit. And if it's holding at this support line right here, then it's good to go, or at least good to go sideways. But look at all this support base that was developed. It could dip down here one more time. I don't know why I have these lines flipped. The bullish one should be up here, support down here. But anyway, you can see it there. ZKML is currently, it's currently bearish. And I would say because of these wicks right here, it could come down to secondary support one more time, but hopefully that's where it holds. You want to start to see some kind of bullish divergence coming up on the RSI. But yeah, I mean, this one looks okay. I know it's down, but it went up quite a bit to begin with. So, falling wedge, bull flag, whatever you want to call it. It's going to take it some time to get ready, but I think it will bounce again at some point. OPSEC, kind of the same thing. I mean, we're seeing a lot of this, right? When Bitcoin's down, this causes a lot of other things to go down. I would say this is a rising wedge it's forming right now, so it's probably going to come back down one more time. But, I mean, this is a value area to be buying. Anything under 70% dip, is that what it did? Yeah, it's currently 80%, and it went down as far as 88% dip. And I think that's probably what's going to happen, is it's just going to fake out here, come back down, but we'll see. I mean, if it stays above here, it's gone. It's going to head back up to the bullish line. All right, what do we have? TokenFi. This is by the Floki team, and usually you want to know who your team is that's running something. At least that's what I've heard. It's the Floki team. So this one's looking pretty good. I would say as long as it's above the bullish line, you're good to go. But if you get a close below it, I would consider getting out until support. If it were me, none of this financial advice. I'm just sharing what I would be doing. HIFI Finance is sitting right on support. Could come down to this order block down here at 32 cents roughly. As long as it holds this line, you're good. You know, maybe it's just bouncing up and down between these two lines. It's definitely a possibility. And then here's some of your targets up here. A lot of these are going to be 10x minimum, like I said, maybe even more. Yeah, centrifuge is kind of the same thing. You know, it's trying to build market structure. Actually, this is a really nice, now that I'm looking at it, kind of a nice cup and handle. So this could be a good buy currently for a longer hold. It's hard to say. I mean, there is a sell signal, so I don't know. If you had this indicator package, you could just wait for a sell signal, I mean a buy signal to show up. But also I have a free one here if you don't want to have to buy anything. It's actually right here, the Arty. And I'll show you my settings. Just use these settings right here. Turn everything else off. Yeah, so currently it is in the red on this indicator. Of course, that's on a 3-day. This is daily, so it's clearly in the red. So in this case, you just wait for it to turn green. That's how that would work. All right, let's get into these meme coins and we'll finish up. So here is TOBY. There was some people buying this morning, trying to get in. Let's see what smart money shows. Some of these meme coins won't have much smart money. It just happens that way. But yeah, there's your buy right there somewhere. May have to refresh it. There it goes. Oh, no, it's just some kind of bot trading. Never mind. But anyway, the chart I think looks really interesting to me. You know, it came down here to this shoulder. So this was wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now, so this is probably wave 1 of the macro wave. And now it's completing the 2 correction. It's mostly going sideways on this correction. But I would suspect, you know, it could drop down here, I would say, somewhere in here. It's a possibility. But it's getting pretty close to what I would think is the bottom. Yeah, that's 79%. So you're just buying for value there. You don't really know when it's going to take off. Here is Andy. I'm really trying to figure out why this music is so bad. I should have found something better to begin with. Yeah, we'll just use this. This one is called, is this the regular Andy? Okay, this is the Andy on ETH. And one of our wallets that we follow did buy it today. It looks like it could still have some downward action, possibly. Let's just see what the fibs show us. I mean, it could even come down to here at 0001. But the way these wicks are acting, it's possible it could just hold here as well, because there's a shoulder there where there was a lot of volume. But yeah, this looks just like, you know, if you go back here and look at Cholo, Cholo's already completing its falling wedge. And if you go back and look at Andy, Andy may have some time to go before it finishes its falling wedge. I don't know where the wedge is there exactly, but I'd have to go to a lower time frame probably. I don't know, it's close enough. It's definitely not perfect. Something like that. I mean, I don't know if it'll come down here first or what. You know, there's a couple different areas it could come down here. But yeah, I mean, it's just falling wedge manipulation type thing where it's being manipulated down slowly, and then the whales, they accumulate more, and then when it's ready to go, they make a lot of money. Okay, SPURDO. Yeah, SPURDO is one I wanted to look at. I don't think any smart money is in this one. Oh yeah, there is one for the last 7 days, but it's a small amount. Yeah, this one's down quite a bit. There has been some volume spikes lately, last 2 days. Yeah, there's not many smart money in it as well, at all, but that doesn't really matter. They usually don't enter till later. One thing I do want to mention is when you're looking at these, like on Deck Screener, make sure you go to the website, Twitter, Telegram, make sure the team is active, or at the very least, make sure the members in the group are active, because you need somebody to get more eyes on it, right? They need to be interacting with Twitter or that sort of thing. But at times like this, it's not really going to matter too much, because the algos and the bots are keeping price suppressed, and that's just the way it is. But, you know, price will get going again at some point. I think that's about all I wanted to say. I mean, that, you know, as far as just looking at SPURDO, it is a falling wedge, same thing as what Cholo's doing. And anytime these play out, usually it's a massive move to the upside. Usually what you see is something like this. So really we're down here somewhere on Cholo. You know, it's just getting started, and it's going to look like this in the future, and then it's going to pump. But what you usually see on these is you get that initial pump, down, up, down, you know, and then it does like a 5-wave move on a macro scale. So this one could still have a lot of room to move. But as time goes on, this looks smaller and smaller. Yeah, I mean, we may be doing this right here on Cholo, actually. So I think we are going to have a really big move. What did this one do on market cap? Yeah, this is a really good one. 42 million. I kind of feel like, you know, just looking back at Cholo, I kind of feel like, just based on the calculations that I've done, comparing it to other projects similar to ours and what they were able to achieve, I still feel like, and I have the lines here already, looks like, I still feel like 18 million is, I don't want to say guaranteed, but I feel good about 18 million, and then 64 million is a possibility. So from here, well, that would be a 5x, then this would be a 60x, and then this would be what, 207x, is that right? I think that's right. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not trying to get anybody to buy it. I just want to put it out there for you if you're interested in it, and you know, make it known that I'm involved in this project, and we're doing it the right way. You know, we're not going to dump on people. All of our wallets are transparent. There's a lot of people that we know in the project. Our reputation's at stake. I said that at the beginning. I don't mean to repeat myself, but just understand that we do care about the project, and we want to take it somewhere. You know, we want it to actually mean something to people at some point. And it does mean something already to some people, the ones that are in it. Okay, I think that's where I want to end it. And you know, check the description down below if you want to join our Discord. Hit the like, hit subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll do another one next week.